Hello and welcome to the Galloping Gurus, your home for daily horse racing analysis, race previews and expert insights. If you enjoy our content, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss an update. Or for even more in-depth analysis, join the Galloping Gurus membership club at gallopinggurus.com, where you'll receive our exclusive race analysis before the markets even open, giving you access to our thoughts ahead of the day's racing. It's all about getting that value, and if you get it the day before, then you'll certainly be getting exactly that. Ciao, ciao.
Hello.
Hiya, mate. How you doing?
Hiya. Yeah, not bad, you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Just been doing tomorrow's racing, really. So you finished, I guess.
Yeah, I only really had stuff for Brighton and Kempton.
Okay. Yeah, I must admit, I only really had stuff for Kempton and Brighton. So there we go. It seems like we've got stuff for the same place. We'll start with Brighton then, shall we?
Yeah, can do, yeah.
It's probably where I've got the most stuff tonight to talk about. 2:30. Thought Love Alive was a good run last time out and a better race than this. Butler is in good form and would have a fair chance on the first run there. That's what I've written.
Yeah. I thought Havana Jag would have some sort of chance as well.
Yeah.
Ran quite well at Yarmouth, not getting a clear run the last day, in behind the gambled on winner.
Yeah, that I bet.
Yeah. Ashley Lewis taking 3 off, pretty solid.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
That's about it for that.
Yeah. Okie dokie. There we go. 2:30 at Brighton then. 3 o'clock. I quite like one in here, and I've got.
Yeah, I do.
I've got previous with it back in the winter, and it is River Wharf. Dropped into a classified event for the first time. Ran well last time out at Windsor in a 0 to 65, staying on well. 5-time course winner and 5 places. The top cat targets Brighton and this 3-day meeting, forecast to be 7-2. That would be the horse I was interested in there, really. So, don't know if you've got something different.
Yeah, I have, yeah. I've got Rainbow Sign, forecast to be around the 10-1 mark, which I think is big, considering he was second here over 7, 2 runs back. And the time before that, when he ran here, he won over the mile. That was last September. I think he's quite versatile. That was on good firm ground.
Yeah.
I think he's a big price at 10-1, really. Bearing in mind, a lot of these are struggling for form.
Yeah. Could have a fair chance.
I think so, yeah. So it's 10-1. I think he'd be a fair each way bet.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Well, that's our thoughts on the 3 o'clock there then. On to the 3:30. I happen to think this race is a little bit complicated. I think there's a lot more than one in here. I've got Tex 4-1 eye catching at Ascot last time out, not getting the best of runs, but finishing with plenty left. I mean, things definitely did not pan out for him that day. Dropped a pound up in trip. Northern Empire, 4s, step up in triple suit, yard going well, 3-year-old receiving weight for age. Ash Lewis, £3 claim. Silka Bay, 7-2, improving all the time at the moment. Yard won this race last year. Beat an Ed Walker 3-year-old last time out at Newmarket. C Sweet ran well when behind Swiped last time out and been going well all year. £4 penalty though for his last run isn't ideal. And Glenn Nevis, 12-11 at the moment, coming out of a better race, Class 3 at Newmarket, that's working out well. We had Nakovo out of there. Stepping up in trip, seemed to be doing all his best work in the finish. 3-year-old receiving weight for age, should improve. Johnson, yard form, not the best. So there we go. Mentioned 5 in there. I don't know if you've got a nap in there, but I haven't.
Not massively in that. No, I would be surprised if Silka Bay didn't go very close to winning this.
Yeah.
I think pretty much all his form tells you he will be thereabouts.
Yeah.
Trainer targets sort of this race really,
Yeah.
and she's not adverse to winners at Brighton. Full stop.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver Carmichael gets on well with the horse. I think probably travelled quite well down the hill and be after his effort as they reach the sort of dip and up the hill.
Yeah.
I think he'll go close.
Okie dokie.
And I actually thought he might be shorter than 7-2. So if he is around 7-2, I think that's fair.
But he is the 7-2 favourite with William Hill.
No, that's all right. Well, I think that's a decent price, to be fair.
Okay. All right then. Would have a chance. On to the 4 o'clock. I wasn't jumping up and down the race, but I thought it was interesting that Kieran Fallon was booked for Annexation. Forecast to be 10s. Might have a small chance in a... Yeah, he's not been running particularly well, although he did finish second at Brighton on good to firm ground 2 starts back. Don't know what happened last time out of July behind the Gone Rogue, but the horse is now well handicapped, and you can bet your bottom dollar that Big Tony's he's definitely aiming at this meeting. He always does. Annexation has got previous form here. So yeah, might have a small chance. I don't know whether it probably won't be 10-1. There's only 6 runners in the race, so
unusual. He only runs 1 in the race, isn't it?
Yeah. Buckland Bell's forecast to be odds on, 8-13, up 2 furlongs. So new trip, and it won a donkey's race last time out and has a £6 penalty for that. I'm not pretending he can't win, obviously, but at 8-13, I wouldn't be rushing to the bookmakers for it. So look,
desperate.
Yeah,
desperate price, really, isn't it?
Yeah, crikey, George. Could definitely see better odds on shots for me. Each to their own. And then the 4:30. I've got written down here Viking Glory, good run in 3rd last time out at Yarmouth over 6 furlongs in a 0-65. Step up in trip could suit. Yard in good form, could be on a reasonable mark now. Receives weight for age, forecast to be 3s. And the other one is pretty obvious. Havana Mojito, been running well with 4 seconds in a row, but has bumped into one on his last 3 occasions. He is still on his still a pound below his last winning mark, and Ash Lewis claims £3, which will help. But I mean, he's forecast to be 15-8. I wouldn't be rushing around to play it at those prices. But Thapper VC beat him last time out and then has gone in again. Prefer the Sister, was chucked in basically and has won numerous races since. And Dion Baker beat him the time before that and went and won another 3 on top. So certainly was unlucky to bump into those 3 in a row, but he might he might bump into one with Viking Glory.
Yeah. I don't think 15 to 8 is like the worst price about him, bearing in mind who he has bumped into.
Yeah, he is.
I think,
horrors, isn't he?
yeah, I mean, Viking Glory looks like probably the only one
Yeah,
that he'd be worried about.
yeah, I think so.
Obviously, Viking Glory certainly can beat him, like you said, on that form last time and everything. But if Viking Glory forever, for one reason or another, didn't run quite up to that, then I think Havana Mojito would have the beating of the rest of them for sure, really.
Yeah, I think so.
Like you said, running into Fapper VC, I think Fapper generally goes almost best at Doncaster, really.
Yeah.
Certainly does in my head anyway. And so I do think that's a really good run.
It is, yeah.
So, yeah, probably the same sort of two as you.
Okie dokie. There we go. Well, I've got nothing else.
No.
I was on over to Kempton, where I didn't have very much, but what I did have I thought was interesting. I've got nothing till the 8:20, so I'm assuming you probably have got something prior to that. Or
No.
Okay. Well, I've written a spiel for the 8:20 because it is an interesting race, and I've said Piscean Star is interesting, being a course and distance winner, and particularly on his run at Chelmsford, where he finished second, giving £5 to the odds-on favourite. That race is working out well, and the winner of that race is now rated 90, and he won at Ascot in July and was third of 30 at Royal Ascot in June. A mark of 77 would be fairly lenient for Piscean if he's fit and ready to go. And I guess the booking of Murphy for Ed Dunlop says they're expecting a big run. Jumeirah Sands has been running well on the all-weather and would have a fair chance on either of this year's runs, but the jockey is quite weak. That's what I've had to say. That Piscean Star interests me quite a lot, unfortunately. I would quite like to have seen Hector or Rosser on top, but listen, Murphy had 4 winners or something at Chester the other day, didn't he? So I mean, you know, it hopefully his head's on the job at the moment. But that would be my assessment of that race.
Yeah, I think Jumeirah Sands has quite a good chance.
Yeah.
I think 2 solid runs in handicaps. The last one form's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah.
The old American style in third came out and bolted up the next start.
Yeah.
So I think being in and around those, and not only that, it was pretty much the only horse to close, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
On a track that was almost impossible to come from behind there. I think it ran a massive race to get near them. Kempton slightly easier. You've got a bit more time in the straight. Obviously, it was a good run behind Moonshine of Ed Walker's, which I know they think is all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, American style.
So, yeah. Yeah.
All in all, it was a very good run.
Yeah, I think it would have quite a fair chance of hitting the frame for sure, I would say. Mm-hmm. Like you, Piscean Star is interesting. Definitely got a chance on both its all-weather runs, and obviously the one run it didn't run so well was at Newmarket in a sales race. So when your second start, sometimes you can be all at sea there.
Yeah.
Just another little interesting one is Quadrillion for me as well. It wouldn't be one I'd back or one I'd put up, but sent off 11 to 8 on debut at Newmarket. Sent off 4 to 7 at Leicester next time out, when second. Then obviously off for nearly a year, returned at Yarmouth, sent off 3 to 1 again. So quite obviously a horse they seem to think is capable of better. And a mark of 75 if they get him to anywhere near what they think he's capable of, you would imagine he'd blow that mark out of the water. But unfortunately, it's not really.
Sure.
It's absolute guesswork as to if he can. So it'd be interesting to see if money comes for him from the stable again.
Yeah. I mean, his forecast to only be 5-1, and on his actual runs, I suppose you'd probably be thinking he should be a fair bit bigger than that. But
yeah, and it wouldn't be beyond the realms of possibility that he's well bet and goes off favourite. And bearing in mind his starting prices for his 3 runs so far.
Yeah,
because you'd imagine going off favourite at Newmarket and then 4-7 at Leicester. They must think this horse is better than 75, the filly. I mean, otherwise it would be mad sending it off those prices in novices. But yeah, it's an interesting one to watch for sure. And obviously you've got Angel Gabriel back on the all-weather. Maybe that'll result in an upturn of fortunes. The 2 runs so far this year have been dismal at best.
Yeah.
So it's a good race that. I'm quite looking forward to watching it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's interesting. Personally, from my perspective, I do think Piscean Star is very interesting, particularly on that second. The race has worked out very well. He's proved he can win, obviously, first time out, so I'm not sure that the break will be a hindrance. And I'm guessing that the fact that they have booked Murphy, they're obviously expecting a big run. I can see it's a good race, but yeah, I mean, Jumeirah and Piscean Star were the 2 that I was most interested in, but I would think Piscean Star might be something interesting. But anyway, that's it. I've got nothing else. I don't know if you've got something for the last race there, mate, in the 850.
No, I didn't. No.
No.
Although, I mean, obviously we keep putting up Desert Bell and it keeps finishing second.
Yeah.
This looks an easier race than what it's possibly been bumping into, and it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, up in trip 2 more furlongs. I'm not necessarily sure she needs that, to be honest. I thought the way she travelled and put 95% of the field to bed last time was probably good enough, but it was only a well-backed winner that managed to get past her.
Yeah.
And Cheap Beast is on again. I'm not certain she needs it, but I think she'll probably go pretty close. Well, she will go close to winning because she always does. But it wouldn't be one I'd be putting up or anything. But must be a good chance for her to finally get off the mark.
Yeah.
Well, get off the mark. I say get off the mark. She's won, but get off the mark in handicaps anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Okie dokie. All right. Well, that's the end of the podcast then. Have a good day, everybody, and be lucky. Okay, so that just about wraps everything up for today. Thanks for listening to today's analysis. If you found it useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you never miss our daily race previews. For our exclusive early analysis before the markets open, visit gallopinggurus.com and become a member today. We mostly rely on people's kindness to donate for our hard work, so if you feel like you got something out of our analysis or out of our content, please don't hesitate to go to the gallopinggurus.com website and hit that donate button. No matter how big or small, we appreciate your support. Be lucky, everyone. Enjoy the racing, and we'll see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao for now.